Bruce Arians was your head coach with the Cardinals. What kind of coach was he?
Old school, very, with so many of these young head coaches you're seeing, and Matt LaFleur and Sean McVay and so on and so forth. Bruce didn't play that game. Bruce was a grinder, and he still is a grinder. You're going to practice every opportunity that the CBA lets you practice. We're going to be on the field. We're going to have pads on. We're going to be thumping. And there's so many these young coaches come in, and they want to do walkthroughs, and they want to sit in more meetings, and they want to talk more football. Bruce is old school. Bruce will talk a little bit of football, but he wants to be out on the field proving it. And that's what's so amazing to me about Tom Brady is Tom Brady's not missing practices. He's not taking veteran days off. He's not rehabbing small injuries. He's practicing week in, week out. And just knowing the way that Bruce rolls, that's one of the things that got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the Super Bowl game is that work ethic that Bruce has brought in and instilled in that program.
But how important do you think his personality, his approach, being different from Bill Belichick's, maybe suited Tom Brady, or Brady it attracted Brady to the Buccaneers?
Well, I think the first thing that attracted Brady to the Buccaneers is the talent level. Everybody was so shocked that why would Brady go to Tampa? I can't believe he's not going to LA or New York. He wouldn't worry about market size. Brady was worried about playmakers. His last couple of years in New England, Julian Edelman was his number one. Julian Edelman have 7 catches for 65 yards. He needed a guy like Mike Evans that could have 5 catches for 170, and Godwin who could have 8 catches for 178. He needed that explosiveness, and he knew it. So he didn't care about the market size or the coaching staff. He was really going to a place that had great players. I mean, you look at that roster offensively, defensively, on the offensive line and defensive line. I mean, that team is extremely well built by Jason Light, the GM there. And that's what he was looking for. You've heard, Bruce talk about Brady's coaching ability, and he's always talking to younger players and, in their ears and giving them pointers here and there. He knew he could help on the coaching side. He needed athletes. He needed talent. And he found the most talented roster, and that's why he's in Tampa.